9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome, everybody. Oh, my God. To the Moose and TD's Brew and Barbecue Show. My beer is almost exploded on me. Tonight, guys, we are back. In case you haven't noticed. Dude, what is happening here?
Is that the spice caboose already?
Bro, my beer exploded.
Mine just did the same thing.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
I know, right? We both party fouled immediately.
Dude, that was bad, bro. I don't know what just happened. Am I like at a higher altitude? Anyways, tonight, guys,
I've
we are
never
back.
poured a beer that bad in my life, dude. Look at that.
Jeez, bro. Disaster. All right. If you guys haven't noticed, we haven't been doing the
Spice
show
caboose!
every week. Like
Cheers
we have
to the
been.
spice caboose, who is
Dude, I can't
finally
even-
back.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Just cheers, dude. Drink the head.
It's all wet. But we are back tonight, and we are coming back with an amazing guest tonight, guys. Please give a warm welcome to Miss Leanne Whippen. Yeah. There it is.
Wow.
Leanne, I promise I do not typically spill my beer like that. I don't know what just happened. I mean, this is, dude, look at this. It is, I don't know what is going on. It just blew up. So I have no idea what's going on, but Leanne, thank you for joining us tonight. I know you had a crazy flight going on and it's late for you, but you're here and we appreciate the heck out of that.
Thank you so much.
We have a great show planned.
She hasn't gone to sleep yet, so she's technically still on California time, even though she's in Florida.
Oh, well, then it's not late. You're good. I mean, it's technically late, but your internal clock is not telling you that it's late. So you're good.
Okay, I'm good.
I'm on California
there
time
you go.
too. So real quick, let's just say hi to the people in the chat real quick. We got Blake Sykora, Barbecue Blackstone and Beer in the house, Daddy Dutch Barbecue in the house, Kim Norton, Madwood Barbecue, Jess Farron, Jennifer Farrell, Stephen Pricely, Casey Yeats. Remember, guys, if you don't comment, then we don't know you're here. So if you'd like to say hi to us or Miss Leanne, you got to comment and say something. If you guys have questions throughout the show, throw them in the comments. John's going to put them up on the screen for us, and we will get to them. But first, without further ado, let's go ahead and let Leanne introduce herself. Leanne, why don't you go ahead and just – everybody knows who you are, I'm sure. But for the people that might not know in the chat that live under a rock, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
25-year barbecue competitor, member KCBS, all those years. My judging number is like a 4-digit number, and you know how long they are. These
Wait, what?
One of the OGs.
Wow.
badge, there's no number. I mean, that's how old.
With KCBS, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's legendary.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. Yeah, with my dad, we got our certification way a long time ago. Yeah, and our first competition we did out of the gate at the Atlanta State Championship. And I remember this specifically because as soon as we got our certification, I'm like, let's go judge. We know what they're looking for. Are you guys all right?
Dude,
we're good. Yeah,
I'm not okay. You're doing.
I'm good. I'm listening. I'm paying attention. When she speaks
in Atlanta at the time, I said, let's go compete. We know what the judges are looking for now. And so we went to Stone Mountain, competed there in the state championship. And I said, Dad, they're doing whole hog. He said, yeah. And I said, well, we should do that. And he says, absolutely not. He goes, it's bad enough that we're going there to compete. So I hang up the phone. The phone rings 5 minutes later. He goes, where do you want me to get the hog?
There you go. All right.
We ended up winning that state championship and went to the Royal and won first place in pork. That was right out of the gate. So that was
cheers.
There we go, man.
Right on. Cheers.
That's who we are in the presence of tonight. Look at these bubbles, bro.
And then, well, my background, okay, is hotel catering. And then I got into the whole barbecue thing and then into barbecue restaurants. So 6 restaurants, Virginia, Chicago, now in Tampa. But I did get out of the restaurant industry, at least temporarily, in April. And so now I'm doing some other things. And I ran across you, Mr. TD, at the Zest Fest in Dallas. And that was in June. And then I saw you at the World Food Championships.
Yes. And I do have to say, and it's funny, it's perfect timing that you bring that up, because I know for a fact who introduced you to me. And that would be my man, Mr. Mark Chambers, right here. He just happened to comment right as you said that. He walked you over to my booth at Zest Fest, you and Dr. Barbecue.
Yeah, right.
And he introduced you guys. He introduced you guys to me. And at first I don't normally get very celebrity shocked kind of thing, but I was kind of like, I recognize her. And it took me a few minutes to realize who you guys were. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's awesome. And then you asked for my autograph on my sticker, which I thought was the coolest thing ever.
I did.
Thank you, Mark. Mark is an OG pitmaster too. You guys are great. I love it. Mark Chili Slinger Barbecue. You guys got to check him out, man. Mark is a great dude, man. He's a great dude. I call him the OG pitmaster. And I think he even mentioned one time, he goes, if someone younger than you calls you an OG pitmaster, what are they doing? I'm like, it's a compliment, Mark. It's a compliment.
It's a compliment.
Yeah. And then I just saw you at the World Food Championships a weekend ago, not this past weekend, but the weekend before.
Yes. And in one of the highlights of the whole weekend was Miss Leanne coming over to my booth maybe 2 times a day just to say hi. She came over to show us a new foil.
That you were cooking on this little char box things that are out now, which is fun. But yeah, great event out there. So anyway.
And she discovered new barbecue foil. She did. She came by. It's really thick foil.
We call it like grilling foil. It's not like the Reynolds wrap grilling foil. This foil will like cut to the bone if you know. I mean, it's like thick stuff.
It cut my finger multiple times.
It was the most incredible foil I'd ever seen, and I was like carrying it around with me.
Something only barbecue.
They might as well just call it like thin sheet metal, because that's basically what it is. It's thin stainless steel.
Yeah, it was amazing. I was just amazed by it. But anyway, that's just a little bit about.
Only something that barbecue people get excited about is foil.
No, it's silly.
But I need to find it. So someone's going to have to let me know.
HEB is the only place I know that sells it.
Oh, really?
That's HEB in Texas, yeah. And so
I took a picture of it and everything. It was like the highlight of my weekend. It's pretty
nice. Well,
it wasn't stopping by my booth a couple times.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay, all right. Just make it
flatter him. Don't flatter him. Okay, well, let's see. I got a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. First off, I want to know what inspired you to do the restaurant or the hotel catering stuff. Mm-hmm. What inspired you initially that you were like, you know what? I think I want to get into like the barbecue scene. Like, at what time and what made you want to do that?
So yeah, 25 years ago, my dad, he knew Carolyn Wells and got in, was very good friends with Carolyn and her late husband, Gary. And that he got involved so much as, he's a retired pilot, but he was so into barbecue that, he got his PhD when PhDs were given out to you. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a doctorate in barbecue, whatever. I don't even know.
We got to bring this back.
Yeah.
I kid you not. They had those. But Carolyn and Gary, they were very close friends of ours. Like they'd come to our house, and my dad started the North Carolina State Barbecue Championship in Tryon. So he got heavy into barbecue. We got certified as judges. He started writing, for the Bull Sheet in the National Barbecue News, doing a fun column. And so, we started competing together just, and I had my full-time job and I knew I couldn't make a living at it. And so that's why I went and researched and I bought a trailer from, and these guys are still out there, the Habitual Smokers. I bought a 26-foot trailer, which I still have, and it's in Tampa with a big Jedmaster on the back. And I converted it and added a 3-compartment sink, electricity, whatever.
Right.
And then I quit my hotel job and I started vending to make money while I was competing. And then I made the big mistake of opening my first restaurant. And that was in 04, and it was really to sell catering and everything. And then my second one, 06, third one, 08. And then I went to Chicago in 10, and then down in here, Florida. And yeah, it just kept moving along. And so, yeah, I just like stayed with it. I love it.
Nice. So the rest, you said you kind of got out of the restaurant business now
in April. Yep.
In April. Yeah. Okay. So now you're moving on to bigger and better things, huh?
No, I'm doing things that I wasn't able to do because I'm not like one of those people in the restaurant that doesn't work. I'm working the line, I'm working the smoker, the whole thing, because you have to assure that everything's going to be good. And I like talking to people and customers and that sort of thing. But all the hours and everything, the reason I moved to Tampa is because my daughter's down here and my mom's in Naples. So I wanted to be closer to family because I really worked all the time and didn't spend enough time with family. And that is very important to me. And there comes a point in time when you just have to make that change. So that's
awesome. Well, I'd say that's a bigger and better thing.
I do, for sure.
Okay. So you have done something that's pretty amazing that not many people say that not many people have accomplished. Tell us about the time when you beat Bobby Flay.
Oh, well,
that's exactly what I was going to ask. That was going to be my first question.
That was a long time ago. That was at my first restaurant, Woodchick's Barbecue in Chesapeake, Virginia. And the Throwdown with Bobby Flay was a really big show at the time.
Love that show.
I had never even seen the show. The Food Network contacted me. They wanted me to send them a quick tape, and they paid for the shipping. A barbecue for
what?
Yeah,
wow.
They're like, here's our FedEx number. Send us this, do just a quick video, do barbecue, how to cook a pork butt for dummies kind of a thing. So I did that. And they said, we're doing this show called The Grilling Gals. And that's why we need it. And so they said, we're going to send a film crew down there for 3 days. And they said, make sure you get customers from your restaurant and get like the fire department, the police department. And we're going to shoot it outside, do like a catering, set up a buffet, and we'll film that as part of the gig. So I said, okay. So they came down, they filmed for the first whole day. And they said, make sure you're cooking pork butt. And I said, okay. And then the next day, I'm outside with all of these people like they wanted. And boom, he strolls up with his cooker, and then it was game on. So it was so
it was a total surprise?
Total surprise. Did not.
Wow.
I hadn't seen the show. Yeah.
That's
total surprise. And they had 2 judges there that were KCBS certified that actually judged the 2 entries, our sandwiches, blind. Mm-hmm. And I ended up winning that. And then they called me after that to see if I wanted to be in his Throwdown book, which I said, of course. And so I'm in that. And so I beat him. It was awesome.
That's awesome. And then
what did you cook? One more, bring it up to everybody. What did you cook when you beat Bobby Flay's ass?
Bone in Boston butt. And I used the pig powder rub, which is my dad's rub. And he even to this day talks about that rub all the time. Even on the Brawl show that I was on, he's like, that's our secret weapon. And it really is delicious. And so even his assistant that used to help out, she said, that's the best pork I've ever had in my life.
Oh, wow. That is, I forgot to warn you about the Spice Caboose, Miss Leanne. The Spice Caboose is a train that drives by Mad Moose's house. And when the Spice Caboose comes by, we cheers to the people in the chat. Spice Caboose is here, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers with my filled beer. I mean, dude, this thing is gross looking right now. I don't even.
Oh, it's delicious. Did you put it in a frozen mug?
No, that's ridiculous.
Oh, good.
So
come on, John, don't do that to me.
You know what? I want to ask this question. We'll go from we'll go those kind of questions we just did, and then we're gonna ask important questions. Like, at what point in time is it appropriate to start decorating for Christmas?
absolutely right after Thanksgiving.
Okay, I could deal with that. I could deal with that one. I can live with that.
Everyone, hold. Wait, the day
No, these guys say the day after Halloween, November 1st. I'm like, no, dude, December 1st at the absolute earliest.
Well, the retailers will agree with you.
Yes, I know.
Exactly.
I am having a Black Friday
going.
special, so I'm being a part of it. I already told my wife she could decorate as soon as possible because I need pictures.
I mean, I was at the airport and they had Christmas trees up in the airport when I was headed to the World Food Championship. I was like, what is this? Yeah.
I know, right? Like, come on. I'm not a Scrooge, but come on. I don't need like.
No, although there is a benefit here. It is a lot of work, a lot of expense, and decorating everything. So why not put it up earlier when you can enjoy it longer?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So my problem with Christmas is Christmas music. I do not need come on, stop it, dude. I do not need to hear Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer 100 times a day by 50 different people. I don't. For a month and a half. It's way too long. Mariah Carey, come on, dude. All I Want for Christmas Is You is not, dude, it's not a classic. It's not a classic.
Mariah Carey is a classic, and if you don't know what she's the best Christmas album of all time.
Listen, Moose. When Miss Leanne talks, you listen.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not a fan. I'm so sorry.
Okay, what about
dude, Ryan? Come on, Ryan. You're the guy in the neighborhood that just peer pressures your neighbors. Like, this is horrible. Your neighbors are like, that freaking Ryan, man. He's already got his lights up. Look at him. He's an asshole. Look at this guy. Yeah, I know. It's like peer pressure is being 40 years old and seeing your neighbor mow their lawn. That's peer pressure, dude. And that's what Ryan is doing in his neighborhood.
So we're talking about Christmas, and we haven't even talking about that turkey that's on your head right now.
We're gonna get to the turkey. I promise.
Did you guys notice? It took you this long to notice it?
No, trust me, bro. They noticed.
Hold on.
It definitely looks like something else.
He was ready to go in the smoker, but yeah, these are the legs. I kind of feel like a rabbi. Like with these hanging down? Yeah, so you're going to put them up back behind the wings like you would if you were going to make a traditional Thanksgiving turkey, right?
You know what? I'll segue that into my next question then. So tell us how Leanne makes her Thanksgiving turkey.
You're not going to be satisfied with this, but it has to be done in the oven because
really?
I know. Because I like to stuff a whole bird, and I like the stuffing. When I cook it on the smoker, I don't like the way the stuffing tastes because it's too smoky.
It takes on too much smoke.
It isn't just a one turkey Thanksgiving. So then you can have one on the grill, but I also like a deep fried turkey. So,
yes.
That
is my turkey of choice, is a deep fried turkey. First and foremost, I don't care what you're smoking it with. I don't care what you're seasoning it with. You deep fry a turkey and discussion. That's my Thanksgiving.
A lot of people, if you make one of each, then you're set. You're good.
So let me.
How do you feel about turduckens?
I've had a turducken.
How do you feel about turduckens, Leanne?
Well, that's funny you should ask that because that was one of the items that I had to cook on the Pitmaster shows.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that one.
Mark, it's a turkey, not a chicken.
And a lot of people don't know what a turducken is. And I will tell you on the Pitmaster shows, when you open up your cooler, they don't tell you in advance, but on the show with the turducken, they actually made an exception and said, since you all probably don't know what this is, we're going to give you a 6-hour lead time on it. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what it was.
Oh, really?
It's a turkey with a duck and a chicken inside.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But it's not that simple. You have to take the bones out of the meat. It isn't like you just jam it in there.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. It's got to be boneless. So my buddy Deftones in the chat, A couple years ago, we went to Arizona and for Thanksgiving, and they had a huge Thanksgiving at him and his wife's house. And my family was there. A couple friends and their families were there. It was great. And he made a turducken, and he totally knocked it out of the park. Second time I've ever had a turducken. The first time it was given to me on a plate, and it was just shredded stuff like stuffing, and then there was like different colored of meats. Like there was white meat, dark meat. It was all over the place. And we cut it up, and it was almost like the size of like a ham steak. But you could see the turkey, then the stuffing, then the chicken, then the stuffing, and the duck in the middle. It was perfect.
That's what I did. So I actually did a cornbread stuffing in between the meats, and then I did a regular bread stuffing. Okay. And if you do it right and cut it, it looks like a really nice roulade.
Nice. Yes, it does. It does. And that's exactly how Tony did it.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. So, okay, but let's say for your turkey that you're going to do on your smoker, what process are you going to go through? Because I want to do a turkey on the smoker this year. So I want to know what process should I go through to do this turkey?
So I cook hundreds of turkeys like I did last Thanksgiving at the restaurant here in Tampa, because I was still in the restaurant. And that was one of our biggest days of the year. And we brine the turkeys, and then we smoke the turkeys. They're dry rubbed. We smoke them. They were only like 12-pound turkeys. We smoke them at 275, and they're done in a couple hours. I mean, it's no big deal. And they're delicious.
Yeah. Okay, so you're just keeping them whole. You're not spatchcocking.
You're going to get the skin crispy, so you kind of have to turn them up a little bit to get that skin crispy.
Okay. All right. So you're not spatchcocking or anything like that. You're cooking it just like a regular bird.
That's correct. But that was for the restaurant. I'm not against, doing the spatchcock thing, because you get more even cooking.
Right.
And you're cooking the under part of the turkey and the outer part, and it's
right. Do you thaw a turkey in the kitchen sink with hot water?
This is an old joke, Miss Leanne. Like, you do not wash your chicken. You do not thaw your chicken in water. This is an old joke. You got to read into it.
Yeah, no, I just throw it on the counter.
Oh God,
that's the best answer yet.
It's a joke. She's kidding.
Wait, do you have the what was it from the very first show? I can't remember what it was called. That defrosting tray. Oh,
you bought it.
Man. I know I bought it, and I even tried it. I did the full on infomercial on it for just 3 easy payments, $11.99. You too.
No.
I can't remember what it was.
I'm saying, do you know that right now you should buy your 20-pound turkey like on Friday in order to defrost it in the refrigerator to get it defrosted by Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Who does
the 19th. The 19th.
I do that.
You too?
I'm taking mine out on Saturday to make sure it's ready.
Yeah, that's correct.
Right. So I've taken a frozen turkey, waited 1 day with it in the fridge, injected it with like Creole butter, because the Tony Cachery's Creole butter is great for deep frying turkeys. Just want to say that. And then the Tony Cachery's Cajun seasoning until, well, it's going to be a little late, but until a new seasoning gets launched, that's what you're going to want to use on your deep fried turkeys. But like, I've only waited like maybe 48 hours and deep fried it and never had a problem.
Really?
If you see the videos on the news where they're like deep frying a turkey, dude, they fill that 5-gallon thing, that 5-gallon bucket of oil. They fill it all the way to the top. They get it boiling hot, and then they drop a 100% frozen turkey in it, and it like goes everywhere. And it's
because
like,
people do that.
Because you don't know one does that.
No, they do. People do that, bro.
No, it happens.
Oh wait, you're a sheriff. You're a cop. So do you get any calls like that?
I'm not a firefighter. No.
No,
do you have to go assist them?
It's a huge mistake that happens much more than you would think.
Yeah, dude, it happens a lot because people just like, they're like, oh, I could deep fry a turkey, and then they do ridiculous things. Like, some people just shouldn't be allowed around fire, period.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Leanne. What is your opinion on putting pineapple on pizza?
I am not a fan.
Yes.
I'm not. I don't live in Hawaii. I mean, some people like pineapple. It's it's such a personal thing. Pizza's personal. Barbecue's personal. You know,
Right.
I'm not going to condemn somebody. I personally do not like pineapple on pizza.
So
Okay.
what if you made a barbecue chicken pizza with a somewhat of a spicy pineapple barbecue sauce that probably has crushed pineapple in it?
I would like a pineapple barbecue sauce, and you have one, don't you?
Hold on. Yeah,
Yes, that's what he's getting at.
That would be okay. I think
That would
go
be the
with that.
atomic pineapple on pizza. It's great, guys.
That's as much pineapple as she's willing to go, though. So don't get crazy, okay? She's
I can
making
I
an
can
I'd
exception.
rather have other things. I like a lot of meat on pizza. I love like a fennel sausage on pizza. I
Ooh.
would prefer meat.
Oh, another spice caboose already.
Pineapple.
Cheers to everybody in the chat.
So
The
if you
spice
could-
caboose is here.
If you could build us your perfect pizza, what would it be?
I really do I like a traditional loaded pizza with onions, peppers, sausage.
Like a supreme.
I do. I like a supreme
Okay.
pizza. I'm
Ooh.
not into although I had my sister and I actually made a really nice pizza with burrata cheese, arugula, all the fancy stuff, and, you know,
Right.
and you drizzle it with this and that. And it really is good. It's something different, but I'm a traditional just loaded pie.
I'm down with that.
Supreme. So
Can't-
what
you
kind
can't
of
go
crust?
wrong with
Like
a
thin
Supreme.
crust, thick crust, hand toss? Like what kind of pizza is the
I'm
best?
from
Or what kind of
Jersey,
crust?
so it's got to be a New York crust. It's got to
Okay.
be like, you know, that nice chew foldable type crust.
I'm down with that.
Yeah,
I can get down with that.
And
I
lived
can
in
get behind that.
Chicago,
Yeah.
and I didn't like the pizza in Chicago. I don't like that deep dish. It reminds me of like quiche.
Yeah,
You know?
No, dude. Okay, so is
Casserole.
deep dish pizza a pizza or is it a casserole?
It's exactly. And then, you know, I don't like it. And then it goes from deep dish to cracker crust. It's like, just make pizza crust.
Okay,
you know?
no, I'm down with the thin crust. I like my crust like really thin.
Yeah, me
really
too.
crispy. Yeah, I'm down with that.
I like the thing crust. So who would you say in the bar, as far as barbecue goes, who would you say is your like inspiration, like somebody that you would look up to, maybe older, besides your dad, of course.
Oh,
I mean,
older? Oh, I got
No,
that. How about Myron? Yeah, right. You gotta have Myron in there.
there you go.
yeah, you're very well. Okay, so Leanne came up to my booth this past last weekend. Leanne comes up to my booth and she chit chats for a few minutes. We talk. It's like, how are you? Oh, good. Yada yada yada. And she goes, "Have you seen Johnny Trigg?" And I'm like, I'm not that popular yet. Like, Johnny Trigg isn't coming by my booth going, "Hey, how's it going?" But Leanne is, and now she's looking for Johnny Trigg. That's pretty awesome.
Well,
That's pretty cool.
I adore him. He is remarkable. And he killed it in the world, and he is.
He did.
He killed it, and I'm in awe of him, really.
And Johnny Trigg won grand champion at the world in the barbecue, right? At the world food. Who did?
He actually got in the top 5.
Oh,
And
in the
I
top
don't
5.
know-
Okay.
I don't know who took it. I don't think it was him, actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't.
Yeah. I thought he was up there.
I actually announced it. He did win People's Choice. He was out there cutting
Okay.
ribs with Trish, his wife, and serving the public. I mean, that's a lot of work
Yeah.
on top of eating. So, yeah, I look up to him a lot.
And how old is Johnny Trigg? Because I'm not 100% sure, but how old?
I think he's in his 80s. If I had to guess,
he's definitely in his 80s.
Dad
Like
were very
he
good
walks.
friends,
Like,
and
I
Dad
mean,
was in his 80s.
he walks the way that he walks. It is almost one. You can guarantee it's Johnny Trigg. Like when
Yeah.
he walks into the area, you know it's Johnny Trigg.
Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah.
And he's kind of the inventor or the guy that really pushed the 3-2-1 method of ribs, right? Is that him?
I didn't think but I think Jamie Geer was on
okay.
that trail as well.
Okay. Because I just remember watching like the Barbecue Pitmaster show.
And
his thing-
and Jamie Geer was actually on the original one. He wasn't on every show, but he was with us all the time. But I think he was part of that. I could be wrong, but I think
Okay.
So-
yeah, it's absolutely possible.
I do have to say that, I mean, beating Bobby Flay is awesome in its own right.
Mhm.
I mean, it's great. It's great.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, if I saw in San Antonio, New Mexico, he had the throwdown or the beat Bobby Flay, and it was a green chili cheeseburger, and he got beat in San Antonio, New Mexico at the Buckhorn for the best green chili cheeseburger. He got beat. All I'm saying is, if Bobby Flay comes to Lovington, New Mexico, I throw in the carne sutra and the southern mustard, and I'm building a better smash burger than Bobby Flay. I'm taking it.
For some reason, I don't think he's going to be doing that anytime soon.
No, but he should. He should. I'm taking it. I got a turkey on my head.
Yeah. So it might be on another network, though. We'll see.
Maybe. But yeah. I mean, but I've had a burger at the Buckhorn. That thing is legit. It is legit, and he beat Bobby Flay. So it's got to be. So Leanne's pulled pork, top notch.
I know. I'm just like,
I've done well with pork along the way.
Can we find your recipe somewhere? I mean, if we wanted to,
I do have it in the Throwdown book.
Okay.
Bobby Flay Throwdown book.
Okay. And then you won with Bobby Flay, right? You were on his team with
the barbecue brawl, the first season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was tough. I mean, we had Joe Pierce, we had
Tuffy
was on there.
Tuffy was on there.
I mean, it was rough, and that was a lot of cooking, morning, day, and night. But yeah, that was 4 shows, and I was on Bobby Flay's team. But on the first season, they didn't really help us at all. The second one, they're helping them all over the place.
Oh, right. I noticed that.
Yeah, we were on our own. And then
they figured it out. They're like, we should throw in a little help here.
Yeah, because what Bobby and Michael, all they did was cook in the beginning of the show, like a cook-off between themselves, and then we were on our own.
Right.
And then I had Bobby as my, quote, sous chef when I did the whole hog, and then Michael was Susie's sous. So that would, but really it was hard to do all the sides and the hog, so you needed to have a little bit of assistance.
Right.
We were still doing, most of the cooking, but yeah, I ended up winning that show, and thank God.
That was cool. I loved that show. That was like one of my favorite shows to watch.
Yeah, that was a fun show.
How is like in real life? Like, is Bobby Flay and like Michael Simon, right? It's Michael Simon, right?
Michael Simon and Bobby Flay have been friends for years.
Yeah.
And they banter, and they're complete opposites. And it's very funny to watch. And Michael Simon, all he does is laugh. I mean,
I love it. I love watching that guy.
It's a lot. Bobby's much more reserved. But, the production company that did that was Rock Shrimp Productions, and that's Bobby Flay's production company. So he has his whole crew out there, but they're both extremely professional, fun to work with, and it's a great experience for sure.
Cool. So my question before I get into the game show here, you are in the Barbecue Hall of Fame.
I got nominated.
Nominated. Okay. All right.
I was nominated last year and the year before. And so they have 9 nominees, and they select 3 that get inducted into. But for 2 years to be nominated with the people is just, it's mind-boggling, blowing to me. But
right.
I appreciate the nominations for sure. I mean, it's such an honor, but to be in that group of people, it's crazy. So yeah. Yeah.
That's definitely an award to be recognized for, and to even be nominated for it definitely is great. So what is kind of the process like after you get nominated for it? Like, is there a process after it, or
anyone can be submitted, there's an application process, there's a time frame, you can go online, and you can really, I mean, there were, I think, over 100 submissions last time.
Oh, wow.
And pick the top 9, and the top 9 are picked by the governing body of the Hall of Fame. It isn't like a People's Choice or anything. And then the final 3 that are inducted are all voted upon by the inductees, all of the inductees. And so it's those people, and then the nominating committee. So that's the last process that it goes through.
Gotcha.
Right.
So it's like being nominated for the Grammys, but in the barbecue world. I mean,
yeah, it's huge. I mean, they really want to see, because I've done a lot of everything. A lot of people are like, oh, she's been on TV. She doesn't deserve that. But I mean, I have really been in the restaurant business a long time. I've been a competitor. I've just done a lot of stuff in barbecue. So it's nice to be recognized. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
Is it true that your thing is kind of the whole hog? Like you're kind of like the whole hog queen?
no, Melissa Cookston is the whole hog queen.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Yeah, Melissa is totally.
But you've done whole hog.
She's Memphis and May world champion. She is totally whole hog.
Right.
Okay.
I follow the KCBS circuit, so
so
different circuit. Yeah.
Gotcha. Have
So-
you done a whole hog?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I did it on the show, and then I did it on one of the Pitmaster shows because we did Murfreesboro. I think we had to do a whole hog. Yeah, so I've done not a lot, but some.
Oh, okay.
So-
That's one thing I've always wanted.
Is it fun? Like, is it fun to do a whole hog, or is it just like really cooking something for a really
it's
long
fun.
period of
I've
time?
done
And like,
a restaurant, where you lay them out. It's a lot of fun, I think.
oh, I can imagine. That's one of the things that I want to do is a whole hog at some point. And shoot, even at the World's Food Championship, there was some. What was it? There were guys that were doing whole hogs every day. They had like marinades or something like that. I can't remember what it was. No, they were in the tailgating zone with me. Like they were a couple booths down, and they were actually chopping up whole hog every day.
Yeah, I've done a whole hog even on a spit before, and it's really fun to like dig into the hog and like know where the different parts are, and it's just an interesting thing. It's a great experience to do it.
Wow.
Well, and do you know Smokin' Joe's Pit Barbecue?
No.
Well, let me introduce you to Smokin' Joe's Pit Barbecue. Smokin' Joe is a great dude. He's a competition barbecue guy, and he says he would love to throw down some pulled pork with you.
Oh, I'll do that. Yeah, of course.
Take him down. Take him down, Lan. Take him down.
Dude, Leanne, you got to take him down. I'll do
it. I love to compete, even on a small level.
Yeah.
Hey,
Misty, how are you? We got the queens of the queue, man. We got the queen of the queue in here.
Misty was actually our first episode where we brought a guest on.
A little over a year ago.
Yeah.
We are seriously over a year on our
episode. We did. We made it.
And you guys started it during COVID, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was right before COVID. We started in 2019 and like around this.
Instagram kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Beginning of November of 2019, we started on Instagram, just me and him. And then we were like, we can bring people on. Let's do that. And then it's just kind of been, from there pretty much. So Misty was our first guest that we had on, and that was a blast. So that kind of reminds me.
Probably the record for the most times the Spice Caboose came by.
Yeah.
Was the very first show with Misty. And the Spice Caboose was coming by like every 10 minutes. It was just loud, and Moose was outside. It was just so loud. It was crazy. We were kind of freaking out at first, but that's what made it fun.
She got a little tipsy on the wine, so it was fun. But I'll ask you, actually. That reminds me. I'll ask you one of the questions that we had asked Misty, because being in the barbecue world, the barbecue business is, widely thought of as a male-dominated field, I think. So have you experienced any adversities or like struggles being a female in the barbecue world?
It was tough when I first started. I definitely had to prove myself. I didn't feel like I was accepted until I won a couple grand champions. My dad, fortunately, was around and he protected me.
Okay.
And, he knew a lot of the guys, and he's like, stay away from my daughter kind of thing.
Nice.
I had my little guardian angel there, but it is tough. It's obviously still dominated by males, but women are more into it now. And, I think it's great.
Yeah. I think it's cool that, and there's, the girls who are coming into it and they can look up to you and like Melissa Cookston and just be like, hey, you know what, they can do. Or hey, Susie Bullock, we had her on here too, and you guys are just kind of like, I think it's awesome that you are showing these, you know, young ladies getting into it, that like this is absolutely something that girls can do too.
Yeah.
So,
it is. And I've met a lot of families along the way, and they have their kids and they have the little girls there, and they really do look up to you. And, you know, when their family's doing it, they're like, I could do it, Daddy, you know, and it really is meaningful. And I like to see that a lot.
Yeah. You're talking to a guy who has 3 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
and I have 4 boys.
My daughters were on the barbecue trail with me. I mean, those poor girls. I mean, I take them out of school and we're going here, we're going there. And hence they're not in the restaurant business now.
I was going to say, are they still in the barbecue world?
Yeah, they're like done with this, right? My oldest daughter is getting ready to go to college, and I'm like, business, barbecue. Yeah, like you need to create a position for yourself when you get out in 4 years. Like, I got a spot, but I need help.
Yeah, they got certified as judges. They love to compete, so they're still, you know, like my daughter down here wants to go to Lakeland in January and compete with me. So we're talking about doing that. So,
oh, right on.
Yeah, no, they're definitely into barbecue and competing. It's just, you know, the business of restaurants. They're out. No.
That's
for sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be a difficult business. I've always wanted to be like, you know what, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to open a food truck. And then I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not going to do that.
I mean, somebody has to do it, and some people are very successful. You just have to be able to give up a lot of, you know, things, family, and, you know, holidays, whatever else.
Yes.
So,
absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we're 2.5 years in at TD's Brew BBQ, and and January went full time, and there's a lot of stuff we've had to give up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is, and but it's for the benefit. It's for the benefit. It's for future benefits. You know, that's kind of the way that we're looking at it right now. But yeah, it's working.
Absolutely.
So,
that'd be fun.
Moose, what are you drinking?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
Okay, so first, my first beer that I had that exploded all over the place, and is it was a Claim 52 thick coconut
with 2 C's. With 2 C's,
thick, like how the kids say.
Yeah,
it's actually it's a Goes beer, so it's kind of supposed to be like a sour, but it's really thick, like a smoothie texture almost. And then this beer that I'm drinking right now is actually one that TD sent me in our beer swap. This is El Cumbre Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
So that's
probably the best Hefeweizen out there. Bro. I just have to say.
This. I was in Belton, California. That's where I just was. I was vending at an event, and I tried this beer that's called Firestone Walker 805.
Yes, 805. I love that beer.
You like it?
Good.
Oh, she did like it.
Yes.
Yeah, they were sponsors there, and that was a really good beer. And I guess that's
I love some 805.
It is. So I live in California too. I live in the Central Valley.
Oh, well, then you might know it too. Or you
I've been to the brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you ever come back and you can go to their brewery, I mean, it's just amazing. Make the trip down. I can't remember. It's near Pismo-ish area, which is kind of like the coast. It's near the coast. So it's kind of cool. They have amazing food, and then the beer selection is just like outstanding. I'll actually right now I'll go grab a special edition beer that I have from them that I'm saving. But Firestone Walker Brewery.
Yeah. So really enjoyed that. Yeah, I thought I'd talk about that since you like talking about beer.
So where in California were you?
Boylton. It's like I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's right near Santa Barbara, about a half hour from Santa Barbara. It's in horse country. It was
like LA area, right?
No. It's about almost 2.5 hours from LA, because that's where I drive
a little north
up there.
Well, at least I'm in the same state, Moose.
That was close.
No, Moose's geography is really bad. He thought Tennessee was like on the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah. They're like, no, dude, Tennessee is not on the Atlantic Ocean.
They probably had 20,000 people there over the 3 days. I mean, it was
wow.
Yeah, it was a great,
I should have been there.
Leah, you gotta like, can you just like send me information on these so I can have a booth there?
Seriously,
Yeah, you would have killed it because they hardly had any barbecue there. Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Moose and I will set up next to each other.
And they have
Man.
another one that was happening this weekend coming up that wasn't far from there because everyone's like, oh, are you going to be at the next event next weekend? I was like, no, but there was another big one coming up too near there.
See, I don't get the big ones around here. I'm kind of like, I'm too far from all the big cities to like get the good stuff.
Where are you?
I'm actually in Merced, so I'm like smack dab, like right in the middle of California, the Central Valley. So like Fresno, I'm like
Is that the train?
It's a train.
It is the Spice Caboose.
Spice
I was waiting on so many cheers for that,
So
dude. Spice Caboose.
I have to mute myself when it gets that close. It's not even close. It's like a few hundred yards away, but I swear it sounds like
how he sleeps, I have no idea.
You can
No
use
idea.
triple pane windows in our bedroom.
Yeah.
There you
Wow.
go.
Soundproof window.
No wonder housing is so expensive in California. You got to
Yeah.
block out the trains.
Dude, it's so crazy. Our insurance was like, you guys are in a wildfire hazard area. And I'm like, what? I live nowhere near a forest at all. I live in the middle of a town, like in the middle of a city. And they're like, yeah, no, high wildfire risk. And I'm like, what? How? There's like,
Really?
yeah,
So
dude, because
where's near you?
I mean, we're in the valley, so it's like all the mountains are around us. So
Uh-huh.
they're like, you're about an hour and a half away from the fires, the big ones. So like when the fires are happening, like I'll wake up in the morning and the ash is covered my car. Like we get all the ash and the smoke down where we live.
Like snow?
That's where it all
Like snow?
settles.
It really
It's
is
like snow. It's like snow, but it's unhealthy for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's not a chance in hell that a wildfire would ever get near my house. It's just, I live in the middle of a city. It's just
Well, that's
ridiculous.
good. I'm glad to hear that.
Well, yeah,
Me
dude.
too.
Glad you're safe, Moose. We're glad you're safe, man. However, dude, your sleep deprivation really is a problem from that train.
Eh, I'm all right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well,
anyways, before the game show, I got to show you guys. This is the Terrapin Hopsecutioner IPA. Since Miss Leanne brought up
I like the name.
her winning
You like
in
the name.
Atlanta,
Mhm.
all I can think of right now is Atlanta winning the World Series, which I was there for 2 games. This was my beer of choice
Really?
in Truist Park. It came in 16-ounce cans there. But yeah, I swear to God, Moose, it came into 16-ounce cans.
for
This is a
$16.
12-ounce. Like the only way I could bring it home was a 12-ounce can. The hops. Look at it, dude. It's a turtle.
It's a
He is the
turtle.
Hopsecutioner. Oops. He's the Hopsecutioner. It's empty. So, anyways. But yes,
Oh my
the
gosh.
Hopsecutioner. It's fantastic. Go Braves. World Series champions.
Go
2021.
Braves. I don't really care about baseball, so I'll say go Braves. That's fine. I'll agree with you.
So I'm going to be doing something fun. December 4th, going to Atlanta for the SEC championships.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
But the fun part is Johnsonville is one of the sponsors. And I don't know if you've seen their Kongsman Challenge thing. And they're flying in the 2 top winners of the, whatever contest they've been running throughout the country
Right.
to do an on-site live cook-off with Johnsonville sausage. And I work with Pit Boss Grills now, so they're one of the sponsors. So Melissa Cookston's going to be there with me, and we're going to be judging the grill off for the Johnsonville sausage people.
Oh,
Really? Really?
Is their barbecue truck going to be there? The big giant.
The big giant truck, it should
Yeah.
be. I mean, this is still, so they're
what is
big. Yeah, it's like a 53-footer. I don't even know how
It's
long
huge,
it is.
like a semi truck.
So,
Like a barbecue.
Yeah.
It's a semi.
I remember I was on a podcast about a year and a half or maybe 2 years ago. Daddy Dutch cooking with CJ on the hot seat. They asked, money no object, what is the pit or the grill that you're buying? And I said, the Johnsonville truck, dude. And that was the best answer they have ever had on the show. Leanne,
Yes.
money no object, what grill are you buying?
Well, when money was no object.
If money was no object.
I mean, I got my Jambo pit. I love my Jambo pit. What can I
Oh,
do?
you actually have a Jambo.
Oh, yeah, I've had it a long time.
Oh, that's
I
fantastic.
have one of the original ones.
Really?
I will say, yeah, I have a Jambo, a Jedmaster. I mean, I've got so many cookers, but I am totally, and I'm not just saying this, I really do love the Pit Boss smokers. They are, I hate to say it, it's like barbecue for dummies, kind of, sort of.
I mean, they are.
It isn't dummies. I'm not saying it that way. I'm just saying it's like people could smoke at home without sitting there and having to worry about how to, take care of their charcoal fire or whatever, and they can achieve great barbecue and, with steady temps. And to me, it's fantastic. I mean,
I've owned one too, so I mean, I can attest. I mean, you can't mess it up. You can't mess it up.
No, you really can't.
It's just you're right. It's barbecue for dummies, but
I like the challenge of trying to, like a Jambo as a stick burner. To me, I like manning the fire. To me, that's the fun of it all.
Yeah.
So,
But when you don't have time, like me, you got like 4 kids and full-time job and coach.
What I mean, or you want to come home from work and you actually want to smoke something, you can actually do it on a Pit Boss.
Yeah, exactly.
I did get my first barrel cooker. So I'm
nice.
about that.
How was that? How was that?
Well, it's one of 2 that exist right now in the country. There's only 2 of them out there.
What?
Oh,
you have a prototype?
Yeah, I do.
What?
I do.
From who?
It's actually Pit Boss.
Please elaborate as much as possible.
It's a Pit Boss barrel cooker, but this thing, it has a built-in dolly on it. So you can dolly because it's so big, and it has the handles and the wheels, so you can dolly it, and then it has a swing-out charcoal basket in the bottom.
So it is charcoal.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a mini version of the Blues Hog pit barrel.
It's a real barrel cooker, and so I'm excited about that. So I haven't cooked on it yet, but I'm going to.
I've always wanted one of them. I've always wanted to try a barrel cooker.
Me too. So and the food off of barrel cookers are just.
If I must say so myself, pit barrel hanging steaks reverse are probably some of the best steaks you're ever going to find. So hang your steaks, smoke them in the pit barrel, and then sear them probably on a PK with grilling grates or something like that. I mean, sear the hell out of them after you smoke them. They hang there, they stretch out. It's
kind of like a reverse
phenomenal.
Right.
Like a reverse sear. Yeah. That sounds delicious. Yeah,
well,
I'm excited about that.
TD, go ahead.
Guys, it is time for the game show. The most important, the most sought after portion of the Moose and TD's Brew and Barbecue Show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Yeah. The Mad Moose and TD's Brew and Barbecue Show proudly brings to you this weekend food trivia. In the red corner, it's time to welcome the host with the most, the Moose with the juice, Zach from Mad Moose Barbecue. Moose, I will give you 5 seconds to tell our guest why you should be the next president of the United States of America.
Oh my gosh, because I don't have an answer.
Time's up.
Damn it! You caught me off guard with that one. I was not prepared for that.
Let's welcome our challenger. If I told you her name, you would say, TD, you trippin'. Let's welcome the queen of the Q, Miss Leanne Whippen.
You really had to go try to make something rhyme.
I always make it rhyme, dude. I always do. Come on.
That was so cheesy, but that's okay.
I didn't know about this part of the show, but okay.
Okay. How you doing tonight, Miss Leanne? I will give you 5 seconds to tell Mad Moose how easily you're going to give him a plate of whipping.
Oh my God.
A plate of whipping?
Oh, come on. That was good. John. He's
this is what I deal with.
Or a plate of ass whipping.
This is what I deal with.
Mhm.
Come on. I thought that was good. I thought it was good. Anyways,
Good try.
before we begin, let me go over the rules. Rule number 1, there is only one rule. Rule number 1, the guest always has a 51% chance of winning the Moose and TD's Brew BBQ show. Let's raise our glasses and cheers to the holidays of the week. I want to wish all of you a happy Indigenous Peoples Day, or as most of us call it, Thanksgiving Day. Cheers, everybody. There we go.
Stupid turkey.
You got to get the turkey going, man. All right. Are we ready?
Are we actually playing a game right now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We are playing a game. It's you against Mad Moose.
Uh-oh.
She's come on, you beat Bobby Flay. This is nothing.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm not
trust
very
me.
smart.
If you beat Bobby Flay, this is going to be the easiest thing you've ever done.
I don't know. I'm nervous now. Go ahead.
So wait, if I beat her, that means I kind of beat Bobby Flay too.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'll allow it. That's why I'm going to let you go first, Moose.
Okay.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
Question number 1. The first Thanksgiving was celebrated in 1621 over a course of 3 days. Yeah, Thanksgiving. That's the new trigger word. Thanksgiving. No, there it is. In 1621, over a 3-day harvest festival, it included 50 pilgrims, 80. Now, bear with me here. Wampanoag Indians. I don't know how to say it. And lasted 3 whole days. Without going over, how many participants in the first Thanksgiving were women? Moose. Without going over.
Shoot, 1. I feel like that's
were women allowed to eat back then?
Yes, they were. And Yen, you can choose without going over whoever is the closest.
2.
Oh, I knew it.
Oh, she's got it. Congratulations, Leanne. The answer is 5. 5.
I knew it was low. I didn't want to.
Leanne gets 6 points. Moose has 0.
I knew it was a low number, and I was worried it was going to be 0. But
That's crazy. 50 people, 50 pilgrims, and 90 Indians. And only 5 were women.
Back then. Well, they were probably serving
like, what were they doing? Like, where were the rest of them?
Probably. Back then.
Anyways, turkey. Leanne, this is your question.
Yes.
Turkey wasn't on the menu on the first Thanksgiving. The sides were pumpkins and cranberries, but no, not pumpkin pie or cranberry sauce. What were the proteins served at the first Thanksgiving?
Oh.
Other than turkey.
Okay, I would say ham. I don't know why I think it's ham. And chicken.
Oh, that's good answers. Okay.
One more.
Oh, I get one more?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's say lamb.
Oh, okay.
Moose.
I'm gonna say like buffalo, a deer.
Oh, that's good.
And beef.
Does he not have the answers?
8-1. It is 8-1. Leanne keeps the lead. It is venison for 1 point, duck or waterfowl for 2 points because it was duck or goose for 2 points, and seafood, which would be oysters, eels, and fish for 3 points.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of blown by that. So
Well-
from now on, I think that like from next year on, I think my Thanksgiving feast is going to be like a crab boil or some shit.
Well, I want to know, how did the turkeys ever enter into it?
I actually saw that, but I passed it up because I didn't think it was that important. So we're not going to touch that. We're going to have to revisit that one at another episode. A later episode.
The guy wearing the turkey hat.
Yeah. Moose.
Yes.
Sarah Josephine Hale, the woman who wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar.
Wrote letters to the POTUS, the President of the United States of America, for 17 years, requesting that Thanksgiving be a national holiday. And on October 3rd, 1863, Thanksgiving became a national holiday.
Mm-hmm.
What United States of America president made this a national holiday?
Bro, I don't even...
I know you're horrible at presidents.
Dude, I don't even know the
Think of money.
I'm going to say you... Oh, no. Oh. She knows the answer.
Oh, I don't.
She does. She's money. She knows the answer.
You're not, but I have enough time to Google it if you don't hurry up.
Oh, okay. I'm
hands up. Hands up. No, you can't be on the Googler.
I'm not.
Okay, I'm going to say Anderson.
Leanne.
I have not a clue, but I'm going to say Jefferson.
It was Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, Abraham Lincoln possibly had to be. All the crap that Abraham Lincoln did, like the dude was a legend.
He really was.
The history of United States presidents pardoning turkeys is patchy, and I have to put this in here. This is just going to be some facts. Harry Truman is often credited with being the first president to pardon a turkey, but that's not quite true. He was the first to receive a ceremonial turkey for Thanksgiving from the National Turkey Federation. And he ate it. No shit.
That's interesting.
John F. Kennedy was the first to let Thanksgiving turkey go, like, and just kind of not really pardon it, but just be like, we're not going to eat it. Like, peace out, turkey. But Richard Nixon sent his turkey to a petting zoo, and George H.W. Bush is the president who formalized the turkey pardoning ceremony for the United States of America in 1989.
I knew it was somebody kind of new.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's only been like 30 years since the president started pardoning turkeys every year.
That's interesting.
I would have never known that.
Leanne, there are 4 cities in the United States of America. Where you at, John? There you go. Named turkey, other than Texas.
Name 3. Named turkey?
Yes. Yeah. There are 4 cities in the United States of America named Turkey. Other than Texas, name the other 3.
I'm going to say North Carolina, Wisconsin, Georgia, and Virginia.
That's 4.
How many did I get? 5?
She said 5. It wasn't even 4.
I get one more.
You only have to name 3.
Okay. Okay, I did that.
So North Carolina. What were the last 2?
Georgia, I think I said, and Virginia.
Okay, we'll eliminate those 2. How about that? Moose, your turn.
2?
No, she gets 3.
I get 3.
Oh, okay. I thought she said 5.
No, I said North Carolina, Wisconsin, and Georgia and Virginia. So take off Virginia.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
There you go.
So,
Moose.
I'm gonna go with Cali, Georgia, and Michigan.
You can't copy me.
I can copy. I only copied one.
All right, you're allowed to.
Well, in your case, Miss Leanne, it's good that he didn't completely copy you because you take an 11-1 lead. It is Arizona, Louisiana, and North Carolina. So you get 3 points for North Carolina.
Yeah.
Daddy Dutch, leave. Go away, Ken.
I know
Horrible.
Daddy Dutch is just like hammering them in the chat.
What
And
is
Miss Leanne,
that?
feel free to read the chat if you would like, because the chat
That's not
can be
helping.
right and they can be wrong.
They're not helping at all tonight. Don't read the chat.
Sometimes they are on it.
Okay.
Moose, without going over, how many calories does the average American consume in their Thanksgiving dinner?
Oh,
Who goes first?
Moose is
it's my
first.
turn. I'm gonna say 2,000. No. Oh, you got potato. You got. Is pumpkin pie part of it?
Without going over, how many calories
Ryan.
does the average American consume in their Thanksgiving dinner?
2,600.
2250.
$11 to 7. Mad Moose is coming up. It is 4,500 calories.
That sounds right.
That is a lot, man. And I dude, the things.
That means some are going over, some are going under. It's the
Yeah,
average.
I mean, dude, the average. I mean, yeah, you definitely have a lot going over. You definitely have a lot going
I mean, at least 2 slices of pumpkin pie
over. With a shit ton of whipped cream.
Yes,
Right?
like you can't even see it. You can't even see the pumpkin pie anymore.
Like
it's
when you
just-
slice through it, like it's 3/4 whipped cream, 1/4
Yes,
pumpkin pie.
Exactly. If you don't eat your pumpkin pie like that, you probably drown puppies. That's all I'm saying.
How do you eat pumpkin pie, Leanne?
I don't. I eat pecan pie.
Oh, pecan pie is good too. I
love
like pecan pie.
No,
I never used to like it.
No.
I never used to like it, but I started liking it like when I became an adult.
I do.
Yeah,
I like
that is
pumpkin
3
pie.
days of food
Yeah.
because why? Because Thanksgiving originally lasted 3 days.
Makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Way to go, babe. Wait, nice job, doll. That's my wife, by the way.
And I gotta thank Mrs. Moose for helping me out on that one in the chat. So
2,600. You were
she didn't
close.
help me on the last
Sure.
one, but that one she helped
Yeah.
me.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Moose or Miss Leanne, this would be yours.
Yes.
Other than 78% of Americans have Thanksgiving Day off. Remember that. What are the other 3 reasons why Wednesday before Thanksgiving is the biggest drinking day of the year?
Oh,
Give me 3 reasons why.
And it isn't because they have the next day off after.
And it's not it's not because they have Thanksgiving Day off. 78% of Americans have Thanksgiving Day off. That's crazy. That's a lot. That's actually more than Christmas, if you want to believe it.
I think it's because they went out and bought their food for Thanksgiving and they bought the beer and whatever at the same time.
Okay.
A lot of people are off on Wednesday too, right?
I
That's
mean,
out.
I'm not, but I guess some people are. You're lucky
Because
enough.
the stress of being with family, people have to drink.
They just call in sick.
I don't know. Does that count?
Yeah.
It's family stress. It's a holiday stress thing.
Most awarding answer is the easiest possible answer that you can imagine.
Because all the stuff's on sale.
Moose.
That's the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh,
That's Black Friday.
That's Black Friday.
Friday. I don't know that. I don't understand.
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna go with people called in sick. I'm gonna say with your whole family's in town. Everyone came back to visit the hometown, So everyone goes out and drinks.
Yes.
Thanksgiving Eve is like a traditional like go out to the bars night. At least here it was. That's when my wife got into a fight with Jennifer Ramirez.
That's whenever she won the heart of Mad Moose.
Yeah. That's
she
when my
lost the fight to Jen Loves Penguins.
She didn't lose the fight. She punched her on accident.
So seriously, Leon, you have to understand. One of the guests in the chat, they're friends with Moose and his wife, and that's the long-standing joke is that she lost the fight.
and it was funny because Jennifer,
it was not
friend,
his wife.
Yes, she was actually unknowingly she was pregnant. Nobody knew she was pregnant yet. She was like a month pregnant, but yeah, a fight broke out, and then like. Somehow my wife got roped into this fight because somebody started attacking her, and then Jennifer was trying to pull her off, and she turned around and punched her. And she was like, "It's me, Jen." And she was like, "I'm sorry," but yeah, we're still all good friends to this day.
That's
so
good.
it's okay.
That's good.
But yeah, my third answer for that would be, they're prepping for Thanksgiving.
So
That was a little tough, I thought.
That was a tough one.
11 to 10.
I'm coming back. Ooh, be scared.
People are home for the holidays is 1 point.
That's what I said. I said that.
Point number 2 is no one really wants to entertain the night before a large feast.
That's kind of what I said.
I
mean, she did.
I gave Moose the 2 points on that one.
All right.
And the number one reason for 3 points, Thanksgiving Day dinner is the ultimate hangover cure. We just said, how many calories does the average American consume? 4,500. If you're hungover, you want 4,500 calories right now.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, there she is. There's Jen Ramirez right there.
So are we going out Thanksgiving Eve this year? Yes, you are. John, hit the music because it's bonus round.
Uh-oh.
This is it. Boils down to this.
This is where it matters. And besides, it is 11 to 10. Miss Leanne is winning.
But he gets to go first this time, right?
Whoever is winning gets to choose who is going first in the bonus round.
I want him to go first.
There you go. Moose, you're first.
She's catching on. Okay.
Yeah, she's seen the show. She's had to have seen the show.
She's catching on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moose,
all right.
What profession has the highest spike in service calls on Black Friday?
Oh.
What?
I know.
It's got to be long.
I know what it is. I at least I think I.
Well, hold on. Don't say anything. Moose is first.
I have an answer though.
Okay, I'm gonna say law enforcement.
Leanne.
Plumbers.
Okay, what was it?
Plumbers.
Oh,
17 to 10. Leanne nails it. It is plumbers, dude. Plumbers see a rise of 73%
Think about it.
of
Everybody's
incoming calls on Black Friday. Yes,
Wow.
It's crazy, man. I actually looked it up. Fact check it, chat.
I believe you because one Thanksgiving we went to my in-laws' house and the toilet
Daddy
broke.
Judge.
Yep.
Daddy Judge got it. Daddy Judge.
Oh,
in the
now
chat
he
right
wants
there.
to give right answers. You know what?
Yeah,
Kent,
dude, he's
please.
right.
No,
He
go,
said
Kent.
4,500 calories. Hello, it's a no-brainer.
I really got that one. That one I really thought of.
Oh man, dude.
I was so hoping you were going to say plumbers when you said I know, and I'm like, oh, dude.
Wow,
that's really good.
you completely caught. I didn't even. I was gonna say it's got to be.
I first thought law enforcement, and then I thought no, it's got to be something related to the food, and that's.
Oh, dang it! Okay, you got me. I was thinking
Something
Black
related to
Friday.
the food automatically results in toilets. I see it. I see it. Black Friday, Mad Moose. Black Friday was never considered the biggest shopping day of the year until 2001. What day of the year did Black Friday have to beat out to claim the spot at the top for being the biggest shopping day of the year?
Oh, she's first.
No, you are.
Wait, why? I went first last time.
All right.
She chose who went first in the bonus round.
Oh, okay.
We have one more question. Don't worry.
Shoot, I'm gonna say Christmas Eve.
Leanne.
You're saying next to
Wait.
Black Friday, what's the biggest
Dang
shopping
it.
day of the year?
Well, Black Friday had to beat out a certain day of the year to be the biggest shopping day of the year. What day was that?
Moose.
I'm going to think outside of the box, and I'm going to say Valentine's Day.
Dang it! I didn't see my wife's answer in time.
It is 17 to 16. Mad Moose comes up with Christmas Eve.
I
Wow.
got it right.
Black Friday dethroned Christmas Eve in 2001.
That makes sense. It
Yeah,
does.
in 2001. It's only been 20 years since Black Friday has actually been
It makes sense.
the best shopping day of the year.
Oh,
Or the
I'm
biggest
still
shopping
in
day of
this.
the year.
I'm still in this.
You
It's
are,
coming
you're
down
in
to
it.
the last
we
question.
have one point difference. It is 17. Miss Leanne is taken. Mad
This
Moose.
is close because the
17
last
to
time
16.
the last
This is
time I played
close.
this game, I won like 57-0.
Yeah, dude, it wasn't even fair. It wasn't even fair.
All right. Well, okay. Now let's go. Let's go.
Moose, you're first.
All right.
According to a survey conducted on behalf of the coupon site Retail Me Not, Black Friday shoppers admit they hit the stores while under the influence of alcohol.
Yeah. Been there.
Without going over, what percent of Americans shop till they drop on Black Friday are under the influence of alcohol?
Oh, dude.
What percentage of the shoppers?
Yes. What
Okay.
percentage of shoppers are under the influence of alcohol on Black Friday?
Okay. First, I want to say, Kent, you did not help me on that last question. I answered before you typed. And secondly, I'm going to say
He is losing it in the chat, man. He is mad. You're not
He-
giving him his answers. Look at him. Look
I'm
here.
gonna-
Moose, you suck. Look
I
at that.
know. This is what I have to deal with. All right, I'm gonna go with 30%.
Is this a not going over number? Or
Yeah.
what?
Without going over. Yes, Miss Leanne.
Don't you do it?
20%.
Oh.
The answer is 12%. Congratulations, Leanne.
dang
You
it.
win 17 to 16. Tell the people in the chat how you feel for winning and beating the Moose.
Well, you know what though, man? Like,
It
She
was
beat-
close. It was
she
Not
beat
your turn,
Bobby
Moose.
Flay.
Not your turn. Not your turn, Moose. Tell him, Leanne. Tell him, Leanne, how good it feels.
It feels great.
Right.
I'm up for a rematch though. We'll have to do a rematch one day because that was
Oh, we will.
awfully
Oh, we
close.
will.
This is the first time you've actually been challenged for a rematch by someone who
This
beat
is true.
you, Moose.
This is true.
Yeah, Moose. How
fun.
does it feel
It's
to
fun.
lose? How does
You know,
it
man,
feel?
Not that guy, pal.
Like,
Trust
hey,
me.
man,
You're
I gotta
not
say,
that guy.
Yeah,
You
you're
know,
not
usually-
that guy.
Usually when I lose, I'm pretty upset. But when you lose to somebody who beat Bobby Flay, like it can't feel any
Smash
worse.
Bobby
it can't
Flay.
be any worse than that. Like, I mean,
No.
I'm not Bobby Flay, and I'm not like, So you know what? I'm gonna watch the tapes. I'm gonna go over and we're gonna change some things. And next time when we come back for the rematch, we're gonna come out with a different game plan and we're gonna take the win. That's what we're gonna
Okay.
do. Oh
Sounds like a
gosh!
challenge.
All right.
Sounds
Hey,
like a
well,
challenge.
you know what, guys? The game show is usually where we wrap it up. So, Leanne, I want to say a huge thank you for taking time out of your extremely busy schedule.
It was fun.
I mean, it was a blast. Like, it was like, I'm telling you, when I was like, I watched you on those shows on the Food Network and then the Barbecue Pit Masters, and I was like, oh man, like, yeah, like that's cool. Like seeing you on TV. I never in a million years would I thought to myself at that time, be like, I'm going to interview here.
I told him,
podcast.
I said, dude, Moose, I'm booking Leanne Whippen.
Yeah.
I said, I just met her. I'm getting her on the show. And he's like, no way. And I'm like, yes.
Right. I had a blast, you guys. I really did. It was a great time. Thank
Good.
you so much
I'm
for
glad that we were able to do that for you. But yeah, a rematch for sure.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, you too. You as well. If you're ever in Central California, hit me up. If you got some good events around here, I'd love to work an event that you're working too.
I will let you know for sure. My
Yeah.
sister's in LA, so
okay.
Possibility. I mean,
I'm like 5 hours north of LA. So I mean that's where I'm at. But
you never know.
If the event's big enough, I'll go to it. So yeah, for sure. But anyways, everyone in the chat, thank you for watching tonight. Thanks for joining in. We appreciate you guys. So everybody knows, just things have been crazy. So we haven't been doing the show every week. As of right now, we are going to a once a month show, just until things like, slow down.
This is the busiest time for us right now.
I mean, I've got 4 kids. I coach 2 soccer teams, a full-time job. I mean, so running a side business, it's crazy. So we're doing one show a month right now, which is kind of cool though, because if you really think about it, now it gives us an opportunity to like find really great guests. Like we had Miss
Christmas show
on tonight,
dude.
And it just gives us some
I think once a month is great. Just like you guys are busy, so are your viewers too. So we want, be better for everybody.
Exactly. It gives us time to. I'm gonna really work on finding another great guest next month. Maybe Leanne can help me. She can reach out to some of her friends and be like, hey, get Miss Melissa Cookston on here too. Yeah. I mean, you can shoot Bobby Flay a text message. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, tell Bobby Flay my smash burger will take his smash burger down all day.
There you go. Then he'll come on here. But anyways, again, everybody, me, I'm Moose, Mad Moose Barbecue. Check out the website. Leanne, thank you very much. TD, say bye.
Guys, TD with TD's Brew Barbecue. Get some TDs in your face. It's not just life-changing, it's also lunch-changing. Join us next month. Same bad time, same bad channel. Leanne, tell us where to find you.
I am on Instagram, Twitter, Leanne Whippen, and then Facebook. I have 2 of them, but Leanne Whippen Barbecue BBQ, and I have a YouTube channel I did a few recent posts on. So,
very nice.
Yeah, Leanne Whippen BBQ on that. And that's about it.
Awesome. Well, there you go, guys. Go subscribe to her channel. And
she has a Wikipedia page, man.
Dude, she does. That's how I found things out about her. I didn't know
that.
And like realistically, sorry, Leah, but there's only like 2 links there. And one is like the barbecue throwdown. Like it just takes you to the food.
Hey, I don't have a Wikipedia page, so
I thought everybody had.
Yeah, I don't either. But you do.
I don't have. Nobody cares about me.
Anyway, that's interesting.
You've made it. You've made it in life when you got a Wikipedia page.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
If you have a Wikipedia page, or your name, or your brand, or your face is on a beer, you've made it. You've made it. Or Leanne Whippen shows up at your booth and she's looking for Johnny Trigg, and he obviously has not met me yet.
Right. So yeah. All right. All right, everybody. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. Everybody have a great night. We will see you next month. The date to be determined. So just be on the lookout on the Instagrams, and we will let you guys know. It's the
Christmas episode. Get ready.
It is the Christmas episode, so don't miss it. We will see you all later.